Hi, this is Jack Stanley, and I want to talk about the most bizarre dream, the most unique dream I've ever had in my life. Because it is beyond unusual, beyond bizarre. It's absolutely incredible. Now, just to explain before I get into the dream, I was very fortunate to have as a dear friend Jerome Hines. Now, probably most of you have no idea who Jerome Hines was. He was operatic basso. He was, in fact, he holds the record, I still think, at the Met for the longest seasons, maybe not, 41 years he was with the Metropolitan Opera. And he was a dear friend and a supporter of my work. He believed in what I wanted to do with sound recording and history, and we would spend hours chit-chatting about various singers that he knew, and he knew all of the old operatic singers going back to the beginning of the 20th century, many of them. He knew them when they were old. He used to joke about what Geraldine Ferrari used to say she had piano legs. And lots of other people. I used to go through the list of singers, and he said, oh, I knew that one, I knew that one. He said, this one tried to destroy my career, etc. And as I said, he became a dear friend and a mentor in many respects for a lot of my work. And he said, you're like a son to me. And I really appreciated him saying that. Maybe he said that to a lot of people. But I have to say that this dream blew me away and haunts me to this very day. Now, Jerry would come by my house quite often. I would know when he'd be coming, and he'd have his cane. He had a hard time walking. He was 6'6", and really tall people don't age well, and he was 81 years of age. And he would come over to the house with his cane and totter in and sit and chit-chat. We'd talk for hours and listen to records and whatever. And so in the beginning of March in 2003, I had a dream. And it was extremely explicit. And in this dream, Jerry came to visit me. And I said, Jerry. He said, I had to come over and see you one more time. I said, and I looked, and he wasn't using his cane. And I yelled at him. I said, Jerry, where's your cane? He said, I don't need my cane. I just wanted to see you one more time. And he smiled, and he was happy. And as that was happening, as crazy as this seems, the phone rang. And on the other end of the phone, which I groggily picked up, was Kathy Hanley, who is a very good friend of his. And she said, Jack, you better come to the hospital right now. She said, Jerry's dying. And I had just woken from that dream of Jerry visiting me. So I dressed real quick, drove to Columbia Presbyterian Hospital, worked my way to where he was, and his family was there. And they knew me, and they let me come in. And I sat there with Jerry and held his hand for 5 minutes or so and talked to him. And I thanked him for visiting me. As crazy as that sounds. And I watched, they had the monitors there. I was watching his vital signs just drop. Each time it would show the blood pressure, everything would slowly go down as he slowly worked his way into death. And then his family said we would like to be around him when he died. I understood that. So I stepped away, and then he died. I have been and always will be haunted by that dream. And I know it sounds crazy, but I truly believe that Jerry came and wanted to say goodbye and wish me well while he was alive. I've never dreamed of him since. I've never heard anything from him since. But while he was alive, while he was dying, he dropped by to say hello because he was thinking of me. It's kind of nice. I know this probably sounds a little crazy, but I wanted to share this because I have never experienced before or since in my life anything like that. And I consider it just a beautiful moment and one of the most spectacular moments of my life. I miss you, Jerry. You're a dear friend, and I learned a lot from you. Thank you.